Recently, Arknight's Endfield released a gameplay demo for PlayStation 5. The new demo shows us the game's prologue and some of the core team combat. And as expected, compared to the beta gameplay early this year, we can see some changes in this footage. And as someone who played the beta, I'll try to show you what's changed in this demo. That may or may not change for the official release. At the start, one new thing that sticks out for me is this new animation. After you choose whether to use male or female Endmen, there's now a new short animation after you choose the character, instead of just the screen fades to black. And the physics seems to be better as well. It seems they also redubbed this whole prologue part, at least for the English voice. The dialogues in the PS5 demo are different from the beta, but the point is more or less the same. Now, some changes to combat. Well, from what I've seen, combat is basically still the same, though there are some small changes, like dodge for example. In the beta, dodging will reset your basic attack combo. In case you don't know, in the beta it's really important to try to finish the basic attack combo, because your character will do what's called a final strike, which is mainly aimed to help generate SP to use your character's skill, and some other things like interrupting enemy skill and triggering some character chain skill. But in the PS5 demo, they explicitly say that dodge will no longer reset the basic attack sequence. Supposedly after you dodge, your character will continue to do their current or next attack combo. I personally like it this way. I am fine with the beta version. Dodge being able to reset attack combo does make the game more challenging. But I sometimes find it depressing, because this combo reset can make you fail to do plenty of things that the final strike is supposed to provide, like things I mentioned earlier. That is why you've probably noticed that I almost exclusively used ranged characters like Prologue as my main in the beta, so I can worry less about dodging. Okay, aside from the dodge no longer reset attack combo, there's also changes to perfect dodge. Endfield beta perfect dodge is just that. A dodge you do right before an attack hits you, there's no reward other than avoiding hits. But in this PS5 demo, there is a big change. In the demo, if you do perfect dodge, your character will get some small amount of SP. Like, really small. The special effects seem to change too, as well as adding that split-second time slow, which seems to give you an iframe. The interface of the stamina bar used for dodge also changed. The beta is a circle and is divided into multiple parts. It starts small but can be increased through game activity later on. Meanwhile, the PS5 demo is green and seems to be one single bar. I like this change, especially the small SP after perfect dodge, because it gives you more SP sources other than natural generation, and particularly if you can't or don't want to bring Arclight. Who is a meta to boost SP in the beta? For this PS5 demo, it seems they also make character visual effects more flashy. Well, I just hope it's not going to the point where I can't see what's in front of me. By the way, for the prologue in the demo, you will hear voices when you cross this chasm, where the Patriot statue is. And this is not present in the beta. The cemetery part after that is also more chilling now. There in the middle seems to be the same monolith in OG Arknights Episode 15. A tomb of a past civilization, as I believe they are called. And what's interesting is that in the beta, entering this area will soon lead you to a fight and a tutorial, mostly about stagger mechanics. But for this demo, there is no fight. You can approach the monolith and read an epitaph, and it looks like it mentioned our yandere ex-wife. Moving on, here's the most different part of the prologue in the PS5 demo. In the beta, where you meet this mini Valor Queen, it pretty much just cuts into a cutscene, and Endman wakes up in the spaceship and moves on to the game story. But for this demo, there is a new boss fight, with you given a full team to fight it, which I think is a nice step. Giving this spectacular fight early on will surely make a good first impression, especially since that in the beta, a boss fight can take a while to happen, particularly if you like to dilly-dally. Anyway, here are some other changes I noticed in the PS5 demo. Well, not sure if this is only for consoles, but yes, the team interface and their skill is a lot different here than the beta. And looky here, the God Hand of Episode 15 is present. Apparently there is also a new character icon, instead of just using their splash art. And here's the last and most important, there is now an interface to show you the character chain, skill, or QTE cooldown. That white bar right above the blue one. There's also other icons beside the character portraits. Probably indicates their buff or abilities. Alright, I suppose that's all the most noticeable difference on this demo when compared to the first beta test. Personally, all looks better than before, both in gameplay and visuals, but we definitely should judge it in the next beta or maybe full release. It's a shame they didn't show the factory gameplay though. Really wondering what kind of changes the factory department has had since the beta. Well, tell me what you think. Or perhaps other changes that I missed. That should be all. Adios.